I was asked a question early on in my career. Los, what is your plan B? I answered and said that there is no plan B and that there is only plan A because I felt that if I had a plan B, it means that I was preparing for plan A to fail. This was my mindset early on, and I'm sure the mindset of a lot of athletes coming up. I mean, ever since we were kids, we've been preparing for a moment or an opportunity to be praised and rewarded for our efforts. So for some, plans B work. I get it. But for athletes, not so much. I mean, we can't afford to have that mindset anyways. It's the equivalent to playing in a game and being worried about being injured at the same time. We can't control it. We're constantly reminded of the odds that we face, the injuries, the risk, the average, how long the average NFL career is, the sacrifices that we make both on and off the field. I mean, we get it. A lot of that includes a lot of time away from loved ones and family members. But even in the face of those odds, we still do it because we want to be great. Because we know that none of this is guaranteed just because you work hard. Working hard gives you an opportunity and puts you in a better position than those that don't. But I'll ask you this. What do you do when no one is looking? Because people are rewarded in public for what they do in private. That quote makes me think about last year's Super Bowl when none of those starters, or majority of those starters, weren't highly recruited out of high school. They weren't five-star guys. They weren't high school all-stars. But these were guys who stuck to their plan A, regardless of what all the critics and what people thought. So if you're good, they'll find you. Your job is to put in the work so when that opportunity presents itself, you're prepared. And even if you're not prepared, fake it, and figure it out along the way. So if your plan A isn't working, tweak that. If that part of the plan A isn't working, tweak that. And last resort, if you have to come up with a whole new plan A, make a new plan A. But that's exactly how I got to this exact moment.